Hi guys, my name is Emma and welcome to my channel. It's Emma again. So, I think that I'm probably going to be starting maybe a series, if this works out, of videos where I just sort of ramble about whatever I am currently thinking about or confused by or fascinated by, or all of the above. Ramble of the day! Woo! Today's ramble of the day will be about the ocean. Cause oh my god, the ocean. It's okay. There's a lot to go into with the ocean. Cause so, first of all, it's huge. Like most of our Earth is ocean, I believe here. I'm gonna look it up quickly because I'm curious to see how much exactly. Okay, so according to the all-powerful Google, 71% of Earth is ocean, which is insane because we know more about our own moon than we know about the ocean. And sorry, camera slipped. And it's crazy because there's originally, I read this somewhere, I can't remember where, but I read that originally scientists thought that there was no way that there could be life in the ocean because they thought, it's too dark and too cold and there's too much pressure, so there's no way that life could possibly live down there. But oh, and also because there's no oxygen, so oh no, they can't breathe. But obviously there's so much life in the ocean. It's insane, and also the life in the ocean is some of the weirdest and craziest and most alien life on our planet. Like, it's funny because most of the aliens in movies are not to call out Star Trek, but calling out Star Trek, aliens with a wrinkle in their nose. I love Star Trek, don't get me wrong, but a lot of their aliens are just that, people with slight prosthetics. Which it makes sense for movie makeup and stuff, because that's the easiest thing you can make. But if you look in the oceans, there's so many weird and wonderful creatures. I'm gonna look up some cool ones. So, like, um, ooh, one of my favorites, is the giant squid, which was commonly mistaken for a sea monster, like the Kraken. It's it was a giant, the reports of the Kraken probably came from people out at sea seeing a giant squid and naturally, if you see a giant tentacly thing in the water, you're gonna think, oh my god, it's a monster, what on earth? And it's just so cool. Um, or an oarfish, which can get to, oh my god, how long can oarfish get? I'm looking up a lot, sorry, but there's so much cool stuff that I can beeble about. Um, okay, so this says they can get up to 56 feet or 17 meters, which is insane! And if you've ever seen a picture of an oarfish, I will probably add one in here. Once I'm editing. But they're just like ribbons of fishy flesh with a fin and sometimes some weird antenna things and giant eyes. They look like sea serpents. And honestly, that's probably where the myth of sea serpents came from, which is so cool. Sorry, I'm losing my earbuds here. But it's so cool. Like there's so many weird and crazy things. Like, even at the very bottoms of the ocean, where there's like insane amounts of pressure and it's freezing cold and pitch black, and there's oh my god, there's still creatures living down there. There's a lot of bioluminescent creatures, like really small bioluminescent creatures. Um, like there's anglerfish that use the light to attract prey. Like there's tube worms, I think they're called, that just sort of like sprout little feathery tentacles out of the ocean floor, and they live near heat vents in the middle of the ocean, which is so cool. Like just the ocean in general is so cool. And my personal favorite sea creature is the manta ray. Um, and story time for this. My family went to Hawaii a couple years ago, I believe, for Christmas. And when we were on the Big Island of Hawaii, so when we were on the Big Island, we did this snorkeling experience to see manta rays in person. And okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent for this. It was so cool. I love boats. I love boat rides. I don't like being in the water though. It's scary and cold and I don't like it. We were in boat like so we got to be on this catamaran and I got to stand on the netting part and like lean over the edge of the boat into the sunset, and it was beautiful because we had to do this at night. Um, and we all got to wear wetsuits, and in order to attract the manta rays, they had um, they had a surfboard with handles all around it and lights attached to the bottom. And the lights were going to attract the krill uh, in the ocean, which is what manta rays eat. Krill or plankton? I can't remember. I think it was plankton, actually. What do manta rays eat? I'm gonna look that up. Plankton, so it is plankton. But yeah, so the lights on the bottom of the surfboard were meant to attract plankton, which would hopefully in turn attract the manta rays. And so we all had to hold on to the edge of the surfboard and stick our heads underwater and just float. I'd never been snorkeling before, so I kept panicking and tilting my head back, which put the snorkel back into the water and uh, made me choke on that. The snorkeling part wasn't great. I discovered that I'm not a good snorkeler. Um, but oh, that whole thing was amazing. As soon as we got underwater, this little fish, this really angry looking fish, swam up to me and was going like "Meow, meow, meow," right in my face. It was really funny. Um, he like almost touched my nose. He was really close to me. And we did get to see manta rays actually, which was so cool. Um, they didn't come close, uh, but we did get to see them from a distance. They were doing barrel rolls to get the krill, not the krill, to get the plankton into their mouths, which they were so graceful and they were huge. Like, okay, how big are manta rays? 7 meters or 23 feet across. They were huge though, and oh, it was the coolest thing because they're so big, and also they're completely harmless. They're so gentle. And okay, another tangent on manta rays. Um, apparently, I learned in my AP environmental science class that apparently manta rays are being slaughtered for their gills in as a form of Chinese medicine, I believe. I don't remember what it does, but it's supposed to be able it's supposed to be some kind of medicine, and and manta rays are being slaughtered because of that. Um, but like for no other reason either, because apparently the manta ray meat isn't like good to eat. It doesn't smell good. It's not good for like bait. So there's no other use. They're just being slaughtered to get their gills and nothing else, which I find to be insane. Okay, manta ray rant over. Back to my story. So it was so cool. And by the time we were on our way back to the boat, um, it was nightfall. Like night had fallen, so it was pitch black, and all we could see, like, you could hardly tell the sky from the ocean, because the only difference was that you could very faintly see the stars. And the coolest thing, though, was when I looked over the side of the boat, and there was bioluminescent plankton in the water. So as the waves sloshed up against the side of the boat, there was huge ripples of glowing green. It was beautiful. And like and then when the lights of and then when the lights of all the cities and the big island came into view, oh my god. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was insane. Okay, that's the end of the story. But yeah, the ocean. Honestly, I've been really intrigued by the ocean for a really long time. Especially the life in the ocean. I find it fascinating. It's incredible how diverse and weird and alien all these things are. Like, you guys watching this, definitely go look up weird sea creatures after this, because they're cool. And they will be unlike any kind of aliens you've ever seen. It's insane. It is funny though, because I'm so fascinated by the ocean, and I love being on boats, but I hate the beach with a burning passion, and you could not persuade me to swim in the ocean if you gave me like millions of dollars. So no. If there were some way that I could explore the ocean in like a bubble, airtight bubble that would like have all the oxygen I needed and all the food I needed, I would probably stay down in the ocean for like days and months on end. But if I had to get out of my safe little bubble for even a second, I'd be gone. So yeah, there's my uh there's my daily ramble. And thank you for listening to me beeble about the ocean. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed talking to you guys. If you have any fun stories about the ocean or neat creatures you want to tell me about, be sure to leave comments down in the description. Also, if you have any other topics that you want me to look at and maybe ramble about in a future video, because this will probably be a series that I'm gonna continue for a while, because I have a lot to ramble about. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell if you guys want. Um, Definitely comment, because I really want to hear from you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you find something that'll make you smile today. Bye bye. There's tube worms, I think they're called, that live like on the ocean floor. Not right now, Katie. It's not dinner time yet. But like, not right now. Meowing isn't gonna make it dinner time. Um. Uh. Words aren't. Mm. Don't attack that, please. These. I'm not. It's not dinner time. You gotta be patient, baby. It's not dinner time. I know you're very pathetic and sad, but it's not dinner time. I know. You gotta be quiet, though. I'm filming. That's not quiet. Patience. You gotta be patient. It's not dinner time yet. What, you wanna say hi? No, you don't. Okay.